Jason Loucks here, founder of secretlender.com. I'm about to show you in the next 10 seconds some pretty phenomenal results that a student of mine got by following the process I just showed you in the last video. So if you want to see not only how to do it, but the result of it, make sure you check out secretlender.com. That's that free 21-minute walkthrough video on exactly how we find other people's money to fund our deals and how to find excellent deals to use it on and what to do with the money to maximize your profits. It's all there. I teach the entire framework. If you're a real estate whiz kid or something like that, you can probably go off and do it just from that video. If you're like me and you like a little deeper dive, I'll even give you a free DVD training. Just tell me how you want me to send it to you and where you want me to send it. And again, that's at secretlender.com. Here's what a pretty incredibly resourceful student of mine did using that process I talked about in the last video for finding the right agent that has excellent deals already. So, I teach workshops here in West Palm Beach, Florida, right? Which I think, by the way, is the most amazing place on earth. But don't tell anybody. We got plenty of people here already. Anyway, I teach small workshops here. And one time I did a workshop. We had 10 students in the room, and their spouses, and some of them had brought their kids and stuff like that, but 10 students in the room. And I said to them, what you need to do is don't think you're just going to talk to one real estate agent. Don't think you're just going to have one real estate agent sending you deals. It's not that there's anything wrong with one. It's just that real estate agents are like everybody else. They have good days. They have bad days. They get out of the business. They get into a different business. So if you just have one and they go on vacation or something like that, now you got none, right? So one is really a bad idea. So what I recommend is that they go through and they use the Realtor Zillow process, what we call the REO profit machine. And with that process, I highly recommend that they go through and they do, call 3 or 4 or 5 real estate agents whenever they get some free time, right? And so if you're starting with agents who already have excellent deals, like I just taught in the last video, and then you go on to then, consistently call agents so that you're always bringing new blood into the fold. So you're always bringing in more people who can send you really excellent deals. So you're constantly building that deal flow that's free, by the way. You don't pay anything for those leads. It's not like advertising. But you want to do it consistently till you get what we call a stable of agents. In other words, a team of agents, not 1, not 2, 3 or 4 or 5 or more, so that you're consistently looking at the best deals in your area. And of course, using what you're going to learn at that 21-minute walkthrough video on secretlender.com, you're going to be able to make cash offers with proof of funds and the cash to close on those deals. Okay? So if you learn how to find those excellent deals for free and use other people's money to buy them, it's really just business as usual for this business, for the house business. And not every business works that way. Ours does. Okay? Which is why I love it so much. Anyway, so if you do want that walkthrough, go to secretlender.com. But here's the point. I had a student who was in one of these small workshops that we do. They're really awesome because when there's only a handful of people in the room, I think 10 or 12 or 15 is usually the most we ever get, and because I can work with everybody one-on-one for those couple of days, right? And so we can really implement it with you and for you instead of, I can give you a book or I can even teach a class to 200 people and I can tell everybody what to do, but then I can't really fine-tune it for them and I can't make sure they get it done in the event, right? That's why we have those smaller events as well as the bigger events, so that I can work one-on-one or, walk them through the process rather than just tell them the process, right? Anyway, this isn't a sales pitch for a workshop. I don't have a workshop coming up anytime soon. So let me tell you the results that this student got. So I had a student, she was in the class, and one of the exercises I give them is, to call 50 real estate agents, track their results. So they have a, piece of paper with, called this guy, and here was the result, called this guy, here was the result, called this gal, here was the result. And I hand it out to them, and I say, by the time you're done using the process to find the right agent, and you talk to 50 of them, you'll get some phenomenal results, okay? Well, I gave them that exercise, and this is an exercise that most people do once a week, and they talk to 3 or 4 or 5 agents whenever they get some free time. Hey, my kid's sick, so we're not going to baseball practice or whatever, so I got a couple free hours, 30 minutes to look them up and 30 minutes to call them all. Well, this student left that day in kind of a panic, actually, right? She looked really stressed out, and I was like, oh, I hope she's all right. Came back the next day and had already called 50 real estate agents just that one day. She misunderstood the assignment. The assignment was make sure you call 50. She heard make sure you call 50 before, tonight before tomorrow, right? So she called all 50 agents in one day. But here's what's awesome about that. In that one day, she got 10 different real estate agents to send her excellent listings at or below the cash numbers. And in that one day, she had 25 or 30 different listings of cash priced properties to pick from. I think from that whole thing, she said, listen, I could buy 5 or 10 of these. They're at or below the numbers we need them to be. They're hugely profitable deals. She was actually in a really expensive part of the country, $450,000 houses where people were telling her, that doesn't work here. Here, everybody buys everything for full price on the first day. And it's so competitive that it doesn't work. I say, are you even hearing what you're saying? It's so competitive, so many people are doing it, it doesn't work. What? That's the opposite of reality, right? It's working for so many other people. If you can't make it work for you, there's something wrong with you, right? In fact, I always tell everybody, if you're in a really hot market where prices are soaring and, really a competitive market where lots of investors are coming in to buy, they're not your competition, they're your customers. If you're going to swim with the sharks, be a bigger shark. It just means you got to take it seriously. But if you do, you got a built-in buyers list of rabid buyers who pay too much for real estate. We couldn't ask for anything better. So if you're in a high competition market, this works even better. If you're in a no competition market, you'll be the only game in town. But then again, you don't have anybody to flip them to, right? So, you end up having to fund them and take do the repairs. And if you choose, of course, you can sell them as is if you like. But it's the bottom line of, people say it's too competitive, it doesn't work. I'm saying, no, it's so competitive because it's working so well, okay? So this student in a very highly competitive market, she went and did the entire exercise, which is like 3 months worth of what everybody else does, right? In one day, and she had 10 offers out, 5 got accepted. I could tell you what her results were, but one person's results don't really matter because depending on her market, she might make $45,000 to $90,000 a deal, where somebody else might make $25,000 a deal. Just the nature of higher priced houses turn out bigger dollars, right? So, she had gone through the process. She said she talked to about 50 agents. She had her whole sheet filled out, so she must have had 50 agents. She said out of those 50, she had tons of them send her deals. 10 of them sent her deals that she thought were really excellent deals. Out of those 10, she got, many, many listings, 20 or 30 that she had looked at just in that one day, that she had evaluated, pulled the comps, looked at it and said, I need to go visit this property and say to myself, what do I think it's going to cost to fix? And if that number is the right number, buy it, okay? So out from all of that, she had 10 properties that she made offers on to put them under contract, successfully after doing the evaluations, which obviously she couldn't do at the workshop. Out of those deals, she bought 4 of them. On those 4, she made $252,000, okay? So I'm not telling you you're going to make $252,000. I don't know you. I don't know your market. But what I will tell you is the process works. And I know a lot of people who say to themselves, I don't have the money for advertising, I don't have the budget, and I say, it doesn't cost money to advertise, right? There are times when you want to spend money to buy back your time because you don't physically want to spend your time picking up the phone and calling people. Get somebody else to do that. You don't want to be stuffing envelopes. Get somebody else to do that. You can't be doing $6 an hour work and make it up in volume, right? But above and beyond that, it's not a requirement to have huge advertising budgets once you know exactly who's got the deals in your area and exactly what kind of deal you need. All right? And of course, as I keep telling you, right, if you want a full walkthrough of how we do it, if you want me to explain it to you in that 21-minute walkthrough video, make sure you get over to secretlender.com. Thanks again. Thanks very much. Jason Loucks here, and founder of secretlender.com, and I will talk to you soon. Any questions or any topics you want me to cover in a future video, put them in the comments below. Talk soon. Bye-bye.